If you are a UPSC aspirant who is determined to make 2023 as your final attempt, this video is for you, because this video tells you how to clear UPSC by having an edge on the topic of science and technology. Do not skip the video, watch it till the end, because you are gonna thank me at the end. We'll first begin the discussion by going through a few UPSC prelims questions which are asked from the science and technology topic in the very recent years. We'll see the range in which the questions comes from. First question, with reference to Web 3.0, consider the following statements. Web 3.0 technology enables people to control their own data. In the Web 3.0 world, there can be blockchain-based social networks. Web 3.0 is operated by users collectively rather than a corporation. This is a current affairs question, but see how the range of questions varies in the science and technology area. Next, which one of the following is the context in which the term qubit is mentioned? Cloud services, quantum computing, visible line communication technologies, wireless communication technologies. Then consider the following statements in respect of probiotics. Okay, this is a little bit from the biology background. Probiotics are made of both bacteria and yeast. The organisms in probiotics are found in foods we ingest, but they do not naturally occur in our gut. Probiotics help in the digestion of milk sugars. Now next question. In the context of vaccines manufactured to prevent COVID-19 pandemic, consider the following statements. They are telling that Serum Institute of India produced Covishield vaccine using mRNA platform. Sputnik 5 vaccine is manufactured using vector-based platform. Covaxin is an inactivated pathogen-based vaccine. Keep this in mind. Next, with reference to recent developments regarding recombinant vector vaccines. Now this is an applied kind of a question. Consider the following statements. Genetic engineering is applied in development of these vaccines. Bacteria and viruses are used as vectors. In a pressure cooker. Now this is a kind of basic question which are normally asked from NCERTs. In a pressure cooker, the temperature at which the food is cooked depends mainly upon which of the following? 1. Area of hole in the lid, temperature of the flame, weight of the lid. Now another question. Consider the following: bacteria, fungi, virus. Which of the following, which of the above can be cultured in artificial or synthetic medium? If you observe the range, some questions are from current affairs, some questions are from the basics, some questions are a mixture of both. The application and the basics together, mixed in different statements. Every year when these questions comes, we are feeling more confident and more happy, because every time these questions come in science and technology, none of our students has ever failed to make it correct. No single student has failed to clear any of these questions. You know why? Before I explain that, let me tell you a difference. One, some people can claim that these questions came from our sources. This topic came from our sources, their booklets or something like that. And there can be another viewpoint. All the students of our institute or our fellows has made these questions correct. Now what's the difference? There is a difference, because there can be these kind of current affairs in news which will feature in every institute's booklets. For example, when China launches a quantum satellite, every institute's current affairs booklet, which will be having say 80 pages, will feature that news, and they will be mentioning some of the features of that satellite. That's it. But when the aspirant goes by revising this booklet, when they reach the exam hall, they will be surprised, because the question is not about the China's quantum satellite, but it's about the quantum technology. They may be asking about the theories of Einstein, they may be asking about the superposition or entanglement of quantums. So these kind of basics related to that technology will be coming. Now there can be other scenarios. For example, ISRO launches a satellite of say some other country, and they will be going by studying the name of the satellite was of which country, what is its objective and all. But UPSC will be interested in asking you about the launch vehicle, maybe PSLV. They can ask about the different stages of PSLV, comparison of PSLV and GSLV, and the comparison of the orbits, the heights up to which it will be launched. So these kind of questions will be coming. Now another area, the previous 2-3 years aware of COVID and its associated vaccines, manufacture, the competition between countries, okay, this kind of stuff. So it was expected that a question will definitely come from this area. So every institute and every booklet of these science and technology related stuff featured about these vaccines, its basic things like mRNA platform, vector-based vaccine, the country which manufacture different vaccines with different terminologies and all. But UPSC asked one such a question, but they also asked some other questions related to this. I mean, they have gone asking about our antibody making cells, the B cells, the T cells and all. Now, the people from the non-biology background, for example, the professional students like engineering background students, students from the arts background like commerce and other backgrounds, they are finding it very hard because what they have referred is just an 80-page booklet which has just mentioned the current affairs and a few associated stuff, but not up to this rock bottom. Now, there comes an issue now. Every time the professional college students like engineering students comes and tells that, sir, actually we are having issues with the biology subject. Now the art students comes and tells us that actually, sir, we are not only having issues with the biology, but also with the technology part of science and technology. But no institute in the market are actually issuing a single booklet source which is having all the associated stuff which is needed as per the demand of the UPSC examination. For example, normally what people do is actually, they will be giving you this current affairs booklet of say 80 pages and they will be asking you to study the NCERTs, say from 6th standard to 10th standard. But there is an issue over there. This exam is not only about science and technology, but also about other subjects like polity, geography, economy, history and all. So if a student from a non-science background has to go and read these NCERTs, they have to waste a lot of time. They have to do a lot of research in Google and all to understand these concepts because this concept does not interest them anymore. That's why they have changed their background and they have gone to some arts background or some other background after their secondary education. So what they will be doing is actually, rather than taking risk about wasting a lot of time in these basic NCERTs and concept, they will be skipping that part altogether. They will be depending on the current affairs booklet of say 80 or 90 pages which are issued by some institutes in the market. But they will be creating a false confidence at this stage. They will feel that they have studied science and technology and they are prepared adequately. But no, they will be asking about the related stuff. If NASA launches an environmental satellite, for example, say Sentinel, UPSC will be asking not about Sentinel, but about some other environmental satellites, say Transat or something like that, or some previous year's launches. That won't be current affairs, but because NASA has launched an environmental satellites, they will be asking about some previous year's environmental satellites and their features or the atmospheric phenomena on which they will be focusing. But the student won't be prepared about this. I'll tell you a recent example. In 2020 or 2021, there was some multilateral grouping which signed about some afforestation related agreement. But that year UPSC did not ask about that. Because of that current affairs, UPSC went back to 2014 and they have asked about something signed in 2014, that New York Declaration on Forest. So aspirant was not having any clue regarding that. So this is how you have to prepare on this subject. You know, normally what people do is actually, they will be spending maximum time on subjects like polity, economy, geography and all. For example, art and culture as well. For getting 2 or 3 questions from art and culture, they will be studying books of this thickness. Not only art and culture, about polity, you will be getting say 19 to 20 questions. And for that, you will be like studying a book of this size. For example, Lakshmikant, which may be having more than 600, 700 pages. And you won't hesitate to revise it 5, 6 or 7 times for that 19, 20 question. But you are miscalculating the potential of science and technology. It will be also having a question in the range of say 19 or 20. But for that, what are you doing? You are just reading and going a booklet of say 80 to 90 pages. And you will be getting maybe 4 to 5 questions correct. Remaining you may have to either skip or you will be making it negative. Why this happens? Because there is no single source or single point destination for all these things which features all the requirements of science and technology topic. This is why to remove the pain of the UPSC aspirants and to make them clear in the very next attempt, Gallant IAS is launching Science and Technology module course. We'll be integrating all the stuff associated with a particular current affair. For example, these years we are focusing on emerging technologies, sustainable kind of ideas and concepts, because UPSC is more interested in that. But when we discuss that, we won't be just confining the discussion to that particular topic, but to the related topics. We'll be moving in a broad way rather than restricting the discussion to a narrow sense. We'll be going to the rock bottom to study its very basics, maybe from NCERTs and from other research books, and we'll also be empowering you with the discussion of its related stuff, maybe a launch of a different country, maybe a research which is happening in a neighboring country, like which can be compared with the research that is happening in our country. We'll be integrating all the current affairs, say from the national dailies, say from the magazines of Government of India, for example, Science Monitor Report and all, the Rajya Sabha TV discussions, the important newspapers, and obviously from the basic books. So this will be a single point or single stop destination or a single point solution for all your problems related to science and technology. So just like our students who clears all the science and technology questions without fail year by year, we will be empowering you with the 20 questions which will be giving you 40 marks, which is a clear edge in UPSC examination. And there is no point in worrying about failing prelims by a margin of 2 or 3 questions. So good luck. We'll be launching this Science and Technology module course very soon, and it will be having a very nominal fee. For further details, you can call our institute's number, which will be given below in the description, and you can wait for this module course. Till then, good luck, happy preparation days. Thank you.